My local Filipino grocery store just ran out of banana ketchup, so let's make my version of a sweet and spicy banana ketchup. If you're watching this on November of 2024, I know exactly why you're here. You're here because you couldn't find UFC or Jufran banana ketchup at your local grocery store here in the US. Well, look no further because today I am going to be sharing my version of a homemade banana ketchup. Dare I say it's better than the store-bought ones? I don't know. You tell me. All right, guys, without further ado, let's get started. So in a hot pan, we're gonna go ahead and add some oil. And to this, I'm just gonna go ahead and rough chop some onions. You don't really have to cut this real small. I'm only peeling the outside layer and basically just giving it a rough chop. You don't really need to make it really small. I just kind of wanna give it a little bit of a rough chop before putting it in the wok, just to kind of help it cook a little faster. All right. Into the wok. Smells so good, guys. All right, so that's just one onion. Okay, so I'm also gonna go ahead and add some garlic into this. It's just one bulb or 10 cloves. You can just add as much or as little as you want, and that's okay. So with the garlic as well, I'm really not mincing it. I'm just cutting it, like I said, into rough chop pieces, because the whole mixture, we're also gonna go ahead and blend it later. And that's what's gonna give us the ketchup. So I don't like blending all of the spices and the mixture before cooking it. When I was recipe testing and when I was kind of looking into other people's recipes, I saw that they were blending it before cooking it down in a wok. And I don't like doing that because it's a lot easier to blend it. It makes it so much more smoother, and you can control the flavors if you do this first. If you find charred pieces like this for my onions, don't worry. It's actually added flavor. I actually like it that way. Now that we added some garlic here, I can already start to smell it as well. We're gonna go ahead and add 3 pieces of saba bananas. So just like the onion and the garlic, I'm also really just cutting it into rough chops like this. And it's big chunks. Okay. I just want all of the flavors to basically get to know each other before I blend it. I just really found that it's a lot better doing it this way. All right, so before we add all of the other ingredients, I just want to make sure that we are sautéing it, right? So you want to cook down the saba bananas in the oil just so it would have a chance to caramelize as well, right? If you do that, it brings out the natural flavors of the saba bananas, which I find is just a lot more of the depth in the actual ketchup once it's done. Like I said, I just like doing this, you know. Let's go along. All right, so as you can see, the saba bananas is starting to have color. It's also a little bit softer than how it was before I put it in the wok. So now is the perfect opportunity for us to put in some water. All right, so in here, I'm just gonna go ahead and add 2 cups of water. Just give it a mix to make sure that everything is being well incorporated. And now it's time to add the rest of the ingredients here in the wok. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with some of the basics. You know, you want some soy sauce just so that it is a little bit salty. So that is 4 teaspoons of light soy sauce. It's not gonna be banana ketchup without some vinegar. So I'm also just using regular Dato Puti white vinegar. All right, you put that in. I also want to add some pepper. A lot of the spices that is common when you make banana ketchup is adding allspice. But when I try to taste like UFC or Jufran, I really don't taste a lot of the allspice flavor in there. So I opted not to put that in. But what I am gonna go ahead and add is some mushroom powder. And what I like about using mushroom powder in this recipe is that it gives it more umami, right? Which is what you want in a ketchup. Okay, and last but not the least, what you want in your banana ketchup is that distinct tamis anghang flavor. All right, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is add some brown sugar. So the brown sugar is gonna be helpful in here because, again, brown sugar, not only adding some sweetness, but the molasses in the brown sugar also gives it a little bit of a smoky flavor as well in the ketchup, which is just gonna make it really good. And of course, if you look at traditional banana ketchups that you find at your local grocery store, you'll see that it's red. So what people usually do is that they would put some Thai chilies and some red food color. But when I'm at home, I actually prefer not to use red food coloring when I'm at home. So what I found as a solution to give it that spicy flavor as well as the red color is to use gochujang. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some gochujang here. Some people also try to put tomato paste, which I really don't like to do because, I mean, if you're gonna put tomato paste in your banana ketchup, might as well just make tomato ketchup, right? Like, I feel like that's weird. So gochujang is the answer, guys. If you don't want to put red food color. Of course, if you don't like to put gochujang and you really want this to be as traditional as possible, you can just substitute the gochujang with some Thai chilies or any chilies that you want and some red food coloring as well. So as you can see, it's giving that dark red hue. I don't know if you can see it from the screen, but yeah, it's giving a dark red hue. So now that we have all of the ingredients for the banana ketchup here, it smells, sorry, I was so distracted because it smells so good. What you want to do at this point is you want to simmer this, right? You want to simmer this for 20 minutes, just so the onions, the garlic, the gochujang, and all of the spices that we put will be able to incorporate its flavors with the saba bananas here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cover it slightly, not all the way. And we're gonna go ahead and simmer this for 20 minutes. All right, make sure that you stir it occasionally so that the bottom won't burn. All right, guys, so now let's take a look at the wok. As you can see, it does have that deep red color and it also infused into the saba bananas as well. So this is what you want. It's also really soft now, which is great because not only did the flavors go inside the bananas, it's also a lot easier and smoother to blend it, which is why I like to do it this way, contradicting to what other people are doing, which is blending all of the spices and then cooking it in the wok, which I prefer not to do. Okay, so now the only thing that you also want to do is we want to go ahead and taste it. So this is now the time to adjust any of the seasoning or of the flavors, right? So if you feel like it's too spicy or it's too sweet, now is the time to adjust it. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it. Yep, so this is perfect for me. I am able to taste the spicy note as well as the sweet notes. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is transfer it into a blender. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and transfer the mixture straight into the blender. You wanna be really careful because it's really still hot. Tuara. We are gonna go ahead and put it into the blender. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put the lid on, and we're just gonna go ahead and blend it until it's smooth. And this may take a couple of minutes as well. You just really want to blend it until you find the perfect consistency. All right, so that has been blending for about 2 minutes now. Guys, look, I'm gonna zoom in. Look. That is what you want. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and transfer it into a container so we can try it. Guys, if you did this right, and if you cook all of those ingredients first before blending it, you're actually dealt with this very, very smooth consistency that you want in a ketchup. Just look at how smooth that is. That, guys, is what you want. And what better way to enjoy your banana ketchup than with store-bought fries? Wow. Dare I say that's better than UFC or Jufran, guys? I don't know, you tell me. Go ahead and try this recipe, and if you do, please let me know what you think. If you like this video, please go ahead and watch all of my other videos, and I'm gonna go ahead and link them over here. Until next time, bye. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.